You've probably spent hours analyzing your partner, what they did wrong, why they reacted that way, whether they're the problem. But here's the question almost nobody asks themselves: what if it's you? Not because you're a bad person. Most people who create toxic patterns in relationships aren't cruel, they're scared, and scared people protect themselves in ways that quietly hurt the person closest to them. On the surface, this looks like just having a temper or needing space. It isn't. Here are 5 signs that might be you. Psychologists who study relationship conflict, like John Gottman, have found that most harmful relationship behavior isn't rooted in malice, it's rooted in self-protection. When we feel unsafe, criticized, or unseen, our nervous system reaches for whatever made us feel safe growing up, even when it damages the person standing in front of us now. That's the part nobody tells you. Toxic behavior is very rarely a character trait. It's usually a childhood coping mechanism wearing an adult's clothes. Number 1, you keep score during arguments. Instead of resolving the actual issue on the table, you bring up old ones: last month's mistake, last year's comment, the thing they said 2 birthdays ago. This isn't really about winning the fight. It's your brain trying to build a case, so you feel less exposed and less alone in being wrong. The problem is, a relationship isn't a courtroom, and every old wound you bring back into a new argument teaches your partner that nothing ever actually gets resolved, it just gets filed away for later. Number 2, you punish with distance. When you're hurt, you go quiet, cold, or unavailable, not to communicate a boundary, but to make the other person feel your absence. Psychologists call this a form of covert control, withdrawal used as a consequence, not a boundary. Here's the uncomfortable part: a real boundary sounds like, "I need space to calm down." Punishing distance sounds like silence with a message attached: figure out what you did. Number 3, you need to be right more than you need to be close. In the moment, winning the argument feels more urgent than protecting the relationship. That's not stubbornness, it's an old fear that being wrong means being unsafe, unworthy, or not good enough. So you defend instead of listen, even when some small part of you already knows you're being unfair. Number 4, you apologize to end the conversation, not to repair it. The words come out, "I'm sorry, but nothing changes next time." This one feels helpful. It isn't. Here's the part that changes everything. Real repair requires sitting in the discomfort a little longer than sorry does. It means naming what you'll actually do differently, not just making the tension in the room go away. Number 5, you test people instead of trusting them. Pulling away to see if they'll chase. Picking small fights to see if they'll stay. Going cold to see how much they care. This one feels like self-protection. It's actually self-sabotage, because you're asking someone to prove safety over and over, instead of building it with them, together. None of this makes you a villain. These are learned patterns, usually from environments where love felt inconsistent, conditional, or unpredictable, so your nervous system adapted early to protect you first and connect second. That adaptation made sense once. It kept a younger version of you safe. But the same wiring that protected a child can quietly sabotage an adult relationship, because the person in front of you now isn't the one who hurt you then. The uncomfortable truth is also the hopeful one: patterns that were learned can be unlearned. Awareness doesn't erase the pattern overnight, but it interrupts the automatic part, the part where you react before you even notice you're reacting. The moment you can name what you're doing in real time, you get a choice you didn't have before. And that choice is where real change actually starts. If this hit closer to home than you expected, you're not broken, you're just finally seeing the pattern clearly, maybe for the first time. And that's genuinely the hardest part. You'll probably want to watch our video on why we push away the people we love most, because it goes even deeper into where this pattern actually starts. Subscribe for more of these, because understanding your own mind is the first real step to changing it. See you in the next one.